Hey everyone, it's Kevin again with a mindful eating topic. So it's going to be an interesting one. So let's go ahead and tune in because today I'm going to teach you about 5 tips on how to appreciate your food whenever you eat it, and not to be, distracted or whatever about your food, and not to put limits on your food. So that's today's episode, episode 15. All right, let's go. All right, let's get straight into it. Today's episode is not going to be very long, and I also don't have the microphone. So if you hear background noise, now you know why. So, what is mindful eating? Mindful eating is basically very simple, in very simple terms. It's a practice that encourages awareness and the presence during your meals. So, for you who devours your food immediately as soon as it hits the table, or if you're distracted by your food, or not by your food, by other objects like your phone while you eat, you're not really going to enjoy your food. So today I'm just going to give you 5 tips on how to incorporate mindful eating into this routine. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. Go into tip number 1. Savor each bite. I know this sounds like super dumb and obvious, but with every bite that you take, make sure that you acknowledge it. Make sure that you savor it, and just pay attention to the flavors, the textures, the sensation of each bite. I know this sounds dumb, but trust me, chew slowly and appreciate the taste of your food. Be ratatouille. Everybody got to be ratatouille. Just appreciate the food. Even if it's junk food, even if it's one of the 5-star dish, just enjoy your food, and you're gonna take a different perspective whenever you eat foods, any kind of foods, honestly. But yeah, that would be my tip number 1. Just enjoy your food, honestly. Chew slowly. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations of each bite. I'm telling you, next time you do this, it's gonna feel good. I promise. Tip number 2, eat without distractions. Kind of like what I was talking about on the other, I was just mentioning earlier. So eat with distractions. Minimize the external stimuli like TV or phones, and focus on the act of eating. This helps you tune into your body's signal of hunger and fullness. I've seen this, and you can probably relate as well, and I actually have done this a lot myself until I took awareness of it, and I took a little bit of accountability for what I'm doing, just because it's rude in my perspective. I never, especially whenever I'm with someone, I don't care if they're the other individual or like a friend, family member, I don't care, co-worker, someone I'm training, I don't care. I never do this. I never pull out my phone and start scrolling through social media or anything like that. I just think that's just the most disrespectful thing to the other individual who's giving you time, who's giving you your time to talk to you and going out to eat with you. Now, there's some assholes out there that just do that at the same time, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to talk to myself, I guess. But in that perspective, if that happens to you, just be mindful of it, or be aware of it, and just try to make a conversation. Don't try to make it awkward either. Don't tell them, hey, put your phone away. No, just let them be. Just be a mature person, and just want to make sure that you always stay acknowledged and always stay present, and not be distracted by other external stimuli like the TV or your cell phone. One, I just think it just brings a lot of respect to yourself. It just brings your self-awareness up a little bit more. So that's just my perspective. I just make sure I never have distractions, like my phone or TV while I eat. Now, that being said, I never said that I never do that. I every once in a while, yeah. If I'm totally by myself, I would watch TV while I eat. That's just normal. Anybody would do that. But I just don't do it on the regular, if that makes sense. Tip number 3, listen to your body. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're satisfied. Man, I struggle with this one. Or I used to struggle with this one. Every once in a while I struggle with it. But be attuned to your body's signal rather than external cues like portion size or meal schedules. Now this one's a toughie. This is just because, there's a lot of external factors that take into place that can implement or it can take an effect of your current actions that you do. So what do I mean by that? Let's say there's a delicious cookies right in the kitchen stove, right in the kitchen counter that are locked away and are ready for you to eat anytime you want. But you shouldn't do it because you already ate a healthy meal. You ate some salad, you ate some grilled chicken with some cranberries and ranch on it. Ew, not ranch. Okay, let's take it back. With some blue cheese. And you ate good, but those cookies are right there tempting you. They're looking at you. You just made eye contact with them. And they know they want you to eat them up. But you can't, but you want to. So this is where I'm talking about external factors and listening to your body takes into place. 1, try to hide that motherfucker or just don't buy it in the first place. Try to hide it somewhere difficult for you to find it. If so, ask like a family member to hide it for you, so that way you don't do it yourself. That's 1. 2, listen to your body. Obviously, if you ate something healthy throughout the day or whatever, you had a really good meal just recently, and there's tempting snacks ready for you to attack you. Make sure that you just stay disciplined. Just listen to your body anytime that you're hungry and anytime that you are satisfied. Another tip that I always do is I try to add water anytime I feel hungry or I feel like there's tempting food out there. Just drink more water, and that's gonna stop the satisfaction of feeling hunger, and you're gonna be able to feel more full. That's tip number 3. Listen to your body. Tip number 4 is be mindful of the portion control. This is another big one. Just be aware of the portion size and serve reasonable amounts. Listen to your body's signals and avoid overeating. Now this is, I've fallen victim of this just because I'm so hungry all the time, man. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I exercise a lot. I don't know, but I feel like I need to have more. And this goes back to number 3, the tip number 3. Whenever I feel like I'm not full, try to drink some more water. That has helped me have the sensation of being full. But just make sure that you have the right proportion size of your food. Usually it's the fist size for protein, I believe. I forgot the other ones. I'm not going to go into it. That's just steering into another direction I don't want to go to. But all I know is that your fist size is going to be basically for your protein. But just be aware of the portion control. That would be tip number 4. And that brings me to my last one, tip number 5. I think that everyone can relate to this one. And this is express gratitude. Many of you may not know this or don't do this. But just take a moment to appreciate the effort that went into preparing your meal. I don't care if it's wrapped, if you bought it, if you went to a restaurant, if you went to Chick-fil-A and made it, or had someone made it for you. Gratitude can enhance the overall dining experience and connects you with the food. I know that sounds kind of like strange to think about, but if you think in consideration, and I do this all the time as well. I always pray for my food. This is the time where I like to say I'm grateful for the food that I'm given. There's other unfortunate people out there, not just people but also animals that don't get the blessing of me of having food on the table on that day. So I always like to take appreciation, and I like to express my gratitude for whether I bought my food or I got it made. I always like to say thank you, whether it's to the guys above or to the person that has made it for me. So that would be my 5 tips. Let's go over them one more time. Is savor each bite. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensation of each bite. Obviously, chill or chew slowly and appreciate the taste of the food. Tip number 2, eat. Eat without distractions. Try to minimize the TV and the phone so you can focus on eating. And tip number 3, listen to your body. Eat whenever you're hungry and stop when you're satisfied. Tip number 4, be mindful portion control of the portion size and serve reasonable amounts. Obviously, listen to your body's signal. And number 5, express gratitude. Take a moment to appreciate the effort that went into preparing your meal. And obviously, whenever you have gratitude in whatever, it can be any aspect, but it can just enhance the overall experience in that connection with whatever you did. In this case, would be eating food. So by practicing mindful eating, you basically have a healthier relationship with food. I know that sounds strange, but it works. And you become more attuned with your body's needs and enjoy a more satisfying dining experience. So that's all I got for you guys today. This is going to be me, Kevin, signing off. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about mindful eating, if you guys need help within it, if you guys want to share stories, please share it down below so that way I can take a look at it. And, hopefully I can get a reply to you guys. I appreciate you guys listening, really. We're on episode 14, and we're going to go into episode 15 next week. Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry. Episode 15 is today. Episode 16 we're going to go into next week, and that's going to be the power of visualization in achieving your goals. So that'll be coming next week, and we're going to go ahead and sign off. I'm talking too much. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye. See you guys next week.